Is Ryan Rollins the second best player on the Bucks right now? This might look like a bit of an overreaction, but I think there's no doubt he's playing like it right now. He's been balling since the season started, and after his career night against the Knicks, I think it's time to dive a little deep into his game and see how he's making the Bucks better both on offense and defense. Let's go with it. For what we saw in preseason, Rollins was supposed to be this defensive-minded guy who just came from the bench and switched the energy of the game. And he did great. But then KPJ got injured in the first 10 minutes of the season, and he had to become a starter. You might think that could change his defensive style a bit, because now he's not this fresh player who comes from the bench when everyone else is a little bit tired. But that's not the case. He's still picking up guys full court, he's still being super disruptive, and he's working as this point of attack the Bucks really needed, and he's doing it even better than he did before. He has this big wingspan that has always helped him, but it feels he's getting better at using his hands without falling, which helped him because now he's being more aggressive on the ball, and he's making it tougher for the guy he's defending. In fact, he's now leading the league in steals and he's second in deflections, and he's even being super impactful when he's contesting shots. If you look at the stats, you can see the guys that are shooting in front of him are shooting at 10% worse than average, which is a huge gap that only emphasizes his great work. But that's not the whole story, because his defensive work doesn't end when his guy passes the ball. He's always locked in, he's ready to help or jump into passing lanes, he makes it tough for his man to get the ball and forces a few seconds to run off the clock. He's just relentless out there, and even if I expected a great season for him, not even I could imagine he would be this impactful from day one. And things are only better when you look at his offense. At the end of the last regular season, Rollins proved he could be more than a good catch-and-shoot player. But the level of confidence he's playing with now is something I don't think anybody could expect. He's super comfortable with the ball in his hands, and even when he's still having some sloppy turnovers, it doesn't really seem to affect his game at all. He's not afraid to go to the rim both in transition and half-court offense, and his touch there is so good that it's helping him to score a lot of buckets even when he's contested by their opposing big man. He's gotten stronger, and he's so long and has this high and soft release that it allows him to score a lot in the paint, which is helping the Bucks to overcome their lack of players who could handle the ball and go to the rim. In fact, you could say they weren't lacking those things all that much, because apparently Rollins can do it all. The only thing he was struggling with was, funny enough, his 3-point shooting, because he shot 3 of 16 in the first 3 games, but we all knew this was going to change, right? He shot 40% from 3 last season, so his numbers were about to get better, and they did last night when he went perfect from 3 against the Knicks and hit all 4 shots he tried. And so we're now at this super exciting point where he feels to get better every game he plays. The real question though is, can he keep this up? But I'm pretty optimistic about it. Obviously he's not going to score 25 points a game like he did last night, but most of the things he's doing feel pretty sustainable. His defensive energy and his aggressiveness and willingness to go to the rim aren't just going to disappear, I believe. And so if he keeps those things up, he will keep finding ways to use his energy and his length to be impactful in both ends of the floor. And if he does that, he can really raise the Bucks ceiling from this good yet lackluster team to, we'll see. But what about you? What do you think about the way Rollins has started this season? Do you think this is some kind of anomaly and it's just some pretty good week? Or are we seeing a star in the making? Let me know in the comments and subscribe if you want to watch more Bucks content, because we have a pretty promising season and we're gonna have some fun. Thanks for watching.